Hey Dreamers, Jack here, bringing you another Dreams video from PlayStation Experience. This one is the community Q&A. On stage we have Ed and Johnny from Media Molecule, and then there's Spaff and Rex in the middle, who used to be a Media Molecule, and then right next to them is Danny, or otherwise known as Hyperdude, then there's Pikachu and myself, and then Abby is on the right, and then Alex Evans himself keeps popping in asking little questions himself. Enjoy.
So, alright, you guys, if you don't mind passing that one around, and then I'll give you the person who can best answer your question. It will all be Spaff.
I'm not.
It will not be.
I will not be singing, I'm just going to ask questions.
Cool.
So we had a message from Quinn on Twitter.
Hey Quinn.
And he said, what is the max number of players you can have playing at one time?
At one time, we do 2-player couch co-op online, couch co-op, and then you can collaborate together. You know, you could probably have hundreds of people, but not in the level at the same time, but you could all work on the same level. It's four. It's four. No, it's 4.
Thanks, Mark.
4. Thanks, Mark.
You heard it here.
He's probably going to find me there.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
No problem.
Alright, Sarah, do you have a question?
I do. I have a question from Enoch, and the question is, how will community levels be shared? Will it be cool levels, dive-in, tags, or any of the previous systems we've seen in Little Big Planet?
That is a great question. We learnt a lot of lessons, obviously, from Little Big Planet and the sort of cool levels and everything, and we found much cooler ways to share and get stuff to the top, and we have essentially like a whole social media platform built into Dreams where you can follow people, you can collaborate with them, you can get rewards for the stuff you've made and you've shared up there, and it all comes back to you, and depending what kind of creator you are, it gives you like a moniker. So, you know, if you're mostly a designer, it'll let you know you're a designer. If you're an artist, it'll let you know you're an artist, so people can look and find you because you are interested in finding a musician, for example. So yes, we'll have loads of different ways of making sure all the cool levels are shown, and also levels that may not have got seen before in Little Big Planet.
So basically, you're making the next generation of Play Share, and now you're making the next generation of social media all in one game.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, we've definitely made the next generation of Share, which is
Share,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Another question is, so during your presentation, you've shown a lot of the scale that you can build in Dreams, about how big something can be, and at the same time, you tackled how much you can put into a Dream that can cap its limit on a PS4. Can you talk about a little bit how far you can go between that limits?
How far we can go in size of making things.
Size and how much you can put into a level.
Okay, so we have, much like Little Big Planet, we have a thermometer, and it's up to you how you fill that thermometer. You could fill it with, say, lots of physical items, or you could fill it with lots of sculpts, or you could fill it with lots of special effects, or you could fill it with lots of really, really big things, you know, and it's up to you how you balance it out. And it will give you lots of helpful guides and tell you where you're spending your budget. So the size hasn't really been sort of set yet because we're still working on it, but you've seen the levels that we've been presenting you today, and, you know, they're pretty big levels, so definitely, you know, levels of that scale.
And we actually have tools that will help you reduce the complexity of your level if you need to. So if you are getting close to the edge of your thermometer, we have a simplify tool. And honestly, you don't really notice when your sculpts, maybe you've made a sculpt and it's very detailed, you can use a simplify tool just to reduce it in complexity and shave some space in your...
simplify tool.
Yeah, it's the
best name ever.
Yeah. It's very handy.
Cool. That's awesome. John.
So when you share levels, are you able to make a whole story of levels, connect them all together and have side quests to go off of those as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So you saw Art's Dream, which we kind of touched on. This is our main kind of campaign. That's a map, and you are able to make your own maps in Dreams. So you can find levels. We're making a level right now, and you can put that into a map, string them together, and you saw how the Art's Dream was connected with wires. That's basically a level transition. You can take a transition from one level to maybe 2, and you can decide how that affects it. So you can go from 1 maybe randomly to 2.
Make a map now! Okay, I was waiting, I was going to get there. Okay.
Get there faster!
Do it now!
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this creation, but it's gonna ask me to save it, so I'm just gonna save it quickly because we want to carry on in a bit. So I've left, and we're gonna make a map.
Video game history are going to look at this.
Alex says so. We've got all the different things you can make here, but one of them is a map. Awesome. And we're going to start fresh, and here we are. This is our map. It's blank at the moment, so we need to fill it with something. So we can just go up to our search, and we can find, and these are levels that are already here. In fact, these are some of the ones we have been building today. So I can just plunk it in the map like that. I can look for another one of the other ones we've made, and then I can just link them together. Just like that. And that's how you link levels, and you can link as many as you want. I could link this off to multiple levels. I can clone them just like you can as if you were working in the game. So yeah, super simple.
Awesome. Just a little follow-up to that one. Because people want to publish so much on this, is there going to be any kind of limits on how much you can publish? 'Cause I know the file sizes are really small.
No, just keep making them.
No limits.
Yeah, keep making stuff, keep putting it out there. And we're not going to say you've had enough dreams, you know, time for you to play something else.
More dreams.
Yeah.
Question from Benjamini. We've been seeing, in the past we saw a lot of demos with the moves, and we've seen more with the DS4 this time. And just curious, what's better for what reasons when you're creating?
Yeah, really good question. Obviously, we really wanted to support the DualShock because everyone out there has a PS4, has a DualShock. Well, not everyone has moves. And they both have their strengths and weaknesses, and we've made sure that everything you could build with the moves, you can build with the DS4, perhaps in a different way. And the DS4 is better for certain things. Like, I'm a designer myself, so I use the DS4 mostly because I'm jumping into play mode all the time and I'm playing with it. But most of the artists, they like using the moves because you can sculpt with things in a really intuitive way. So they're both really, really cool, but for different reasons. And we support both of them fully, and everything you see that's been built, you can do with either or controller.
Hold on, so Alex has a question?
Oh,
Oh, Alex.
nice of you to come along.
Spaff and Rex, what would you build with Dreams? Until now.
Crikey. I don't think I'd build any of my own dreams. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to build a show like this and just put like loads of little sort of dioramas of made-up worlds that people are like walking around and experiencing them. So yeah, that could work.
Actually, Kareem made a dream like that. Can you load up Kareem's dream, or is that too crazy?
Kareem's dream, which one?
Yeah, it's on the art stream map on the story mode. Dream surfing, art stream.
Direct me.
There you go, art stream. Right, go right. There's a secret level. Yeah, that no one has seen.
Should I load it?
Yeah, load it. And
Okay.
load it.
It's nothing to do with me, I'm just, you know.
We're following orders.
And this is exactly what Rick said. It's basically Kareem loaded a bunch of little dioramas from our content that we've been showing this weekend, and just put them together to just go into edit mode and fly around, basically.
I think it flies itself around.
Does it fly itself around? This is like Kareem's. But there you go. So, as you can see, you've got art on the double bass up there. You've got like Lance Swing. You've got these different characters, and he basically just mashed together like the PSX of Dreams inside Dreams. So there you go. We have what Rex said. So Rex, now you have to one up it and do a better one.
That's awesome.
Danny, do you have another?
Yeah, just a quick follow-up to Alex's question. It would be really cool if we can make a 3D model of the expo booth, so you know how to make it in advance in the real world. So you can use Dreams as a real live kind of thing to do that, which is pretty cool. And one of many real world applications for it. Okay, anyway, the next question is, as you can see here on the screen, Dreams has a wonderful, unique kind of font. Like over there at the bottom left, you have Art Stream. It's all dreamy and it's all wavy and it shines and there's different colors of fonts and stuff. So a question from the community member is that, do you have different types of typography that we can use inside Dreams, like different kinds of fonts, kind of, and edit how they look, how they animate and such?
So at the moment, obviously, Dreams are still in development, so we haven't finalised what fonts we're going to have, if there's going to be multiple fonts or just one font, so hopefully there will be, but we're not sure yet.
Alright, cool.
It would be cool. I mean, one of the hard things about that is that we're shipping this in lots of languages. So lots of different languages have lots of different typefaces, and we'd have to support all of those. But it would be really cool, yeah.
And the wibbly wobbly things aren't even a font. I think, did Emily draw this? So Maya drew it.
Maya.
So there's a thing called light painting, and on any map you can just do light painting. So you can just doodle, basically scribble all over your map, make it look cool. So in this case, it's not even a font. That's just someone's handwriting. A Danish superstar called Maya, and she's got good handwriting. But on my maps, it just looks like complete something. I can't say. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, now I hold back.
All right, we have time for about 2 more questions, so make them really awesome and good.
We have had a lot of people asking about vehicles that you can make in Dream. Have you got any examples you can show us?
I am no way. So yeah, you totally can make vehicles, but you make them by using the logic tools that you use for making anything else. So how you make a platform move out, you may use that to make a vehicle. I haven't got anything I can show you guys today, but
I think Alex is trying to.
But you can make loads of really cool stuff, basically. So you know, if you think, we have loads of logic, right? So you can probably, if you can dream it, you can probably make it. Yeah.
I made a flying cake, so that's a vehicle.
Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
This is a question from Klonkrieger8 on Twitter. How would you go about making water physics like a ripple effect when a stone is tossed into a puddle or something like that?
Good question. At the moment we don't have any fluid physics or anything like that. Maybe it'll be something we do with DLC, but at the moment we're really focusing on just getting the tools into a really good place, and perhaps that'll be something we come later. You could probably do it with some special effects, a bit like in Little Big Planet you used to twist things to do other stuff. You'll definitely be able to do that, and you'll be able to take it to a whole new level actually, because the tools are a lot more comprehensive.
So right now, thank you all for being here.